Alola Pokemon trainers! Welcome to our Pokemoncy pack opening,
where we rip a pack of Pokemon cards and read you the psychic message inside.
That's right, this is a psychic pack rip with Phantasmal Flames.
So if you have any questions in mind that you'd like to have clarity or an insight or any guidance, now is the time to think about those questions.
Yep, and so if you are back to the channel, welcome back. It's so good to have you here. And if you're new here, this is how it works. Gym Leader Zuby is going to lead us through a short meditation, and you are going to be given numbers. You're going to see some numbers. We're going to put all the cards out and assign a number to each one, and then whichever numbers came to you, those messages of those cards are for you.
And remember, this is a general insight, so take what resonates, and if it doesn't resonate, just give it to somebody else. So it's meant for somebody else, but again, they're good. They're good.
They are, yeah. And of course, if you want to listen to the whole thing, you can do that as well. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see the numbers in the description box below to find your numbers after the meditation. And of course, if you want a personal reading that is catered specifically to your energy only, you can book that at thespiritualgymleaders.com. We have Pokemoncy pack openings that you can do where we rip the pack for you, and then we'll send you the cards afterwards. And of course, sleeve any hits that you get and give you the messages that are in the pack. And then we also have the traditional type reading where we shuffle the deck, the kind of free readings that we do at the end of our Twitch stream. So whatever tickles your fancy. And then of course, we also have a multitude of amazing products on our website as well. It is the holiday season, so make sure to get someone that you care about and that you love and that loves Pokemon too. One of our amazing items, Gym Leader Zuby makes really amazing jewelry. I am showcasing the Aberline earrings that she made me. And do you want to share a little bit about more of the stuff that you do?
Yeah, so those charms, I get them specifically from the Pokemon Center, so they're Pokemon official, and then obviously like I make them, and sometimes I add little cute charms. So the Aberline, I put 2 spoons on it, so we could do like personalized custom earrings that's tailored to your favorite Pokemon, either an evolutionary line, or I work with polymer clay to design either like a silhouette of the Pokemon and trinket trays to put your cute Pokemon jewelry on there, because it was so difficult for me to find cute Pokemon jewelry. So I was like, I'm just gonna make it myself. So yeah, if that's something that you're interested, or gifting somebody Pokemon jewelry that you love and admire, or for yourself, definitely now is the time, and happy holiday season.
Yes, definitely. And it's really great because if you have a favorite Pokemon, or a friend that has a favorite Pokemon that's hard to find, in official Pokemon merchandise, we are the best spot to go to because we create a lot of amazing things. I also do enchanted magic Pokemon items like Pokemon prayer candles that do energy work for you as they burn. I also offer astrological Poke Parties, which is translating your astrology chart into a Poke Party, so that way it's easier to understand through the lens of Pokemon. So explore our website at thespiritualgymleaders.com. There's lots of good goodies there that can help you be your very best, level up and evolve.
And make sure to follow us on our social media page. We have something brewing for you guys, and it's going to be super special and magical and healing.
Yes, exactly. So hopefully there's a good chance that you might see it.
Let us know in the comments if you know what it is.
Yeah,
what Pokemon we're going to be working with. Alrighty, well, without further ado.
Without further ado.
Yeah, so I will let you know a little bit about the grounding and meditation. So what we're going to do is just allow yourself to be open. I'm going to, do some breathing together. We're going to call upon Arceus, go into the Pokeverse, and then you're going to receive numbers, and it's going to be a little fun interactive. So just allow me to guide you through that process, and making sure that if you are watching, that you're undisturbed, you're not driving or anything of that nature, and making sure that you're in a safe space to receive this. So get comfortable, just go ahead and wiggle around and feel the seat below you, and really just be present in your body. So just take a moment to just feel yourself dropping from your head and being more present in your body. And I just want you to breathe as you would naturally, not trying to force any breath work. Feeling more comfortable and more anchored in the seat below you. And just feel like the top of your head as your eyes start to close. Feeling your shoulders, moving down your arms. Feeling your heart space. And we're just going to take a big cleansing breath, breathing in and out, releasing your day. And from your heart space, feeling your belly and your back, down to your tailbone and your hips, down your thighs and knees, down your legs and feet as you feel more grounded and present in your body and the space. And you could always imagine your roots planting into Mother Earth. Breathing in and out. And just take a moment to love yourself and in this body and in this space at this time. Either giving yourself a big hug or feeling Arceus giving you a big, big hug. And as we see Arceus's lights, we follow it into the Pokeverse. And as you enter the Pokeverse, take a look around you. Are you in the Pokeverse's forest? If so, take a look around and see the tall grass. Maybe glide your hands through the grass. And take a moment to feel the sensations here, your breath, your senses as it's heightened, feeling the oneness and connectivity of you and the Pokeverse. Breathing in and out. You see a path and you find several Pokeballs, 1 through 11. How many balls are there? And pick them up as you keep walking. And then you take a moment to look up at the sky as you see cloud forms, number sequences 1 through 11 as well. And take a moment to throw each ball, and that will determine the numbers that you receive for this Pokemon Seed pack opening. As you collect your balls and you open them now, you see the numbers that you received. As you take the balls with you, we thank the Pokeverse and Arceus for guiding us into this space, giving one last deep breath in and out. As this is Alola for now, as you could always return to this beautiful sacred space whenever you feel called to. As we move back into our bodies, breathing in and out, thanking the Pokeverse as we come back into this space and into this moment and into the here and now as you wiggle your fingers and toes, love. All right. And whenever you feel called to, open your eyes.
That was nice.
I know, I was like, ooh, get a little sleepy. Alrighty, thank you so much for allowing me to guide you into the Pokeverse. Let me know in the comment sections what numbers you got, and yeah, what different sensations did you feel. This is the second time I'm doing this interactive Pokeverse meditation, so let me know if there was different sensations, if you're watching it for the second time, or if it's your first time. Yeah, share your experience with us, and we'd love to hear more about it. And if you would like more Pokemon meditations, let me know in the comments, and let me know what Pokemon you want to meet. Maybe we could work together.
Yeah, that was awesome. I had the most numbers that I've ever gotten. I have 5 on this one, so
Ooh.
I got 5 on it. All right, is it my turn to open it? Or your turn?
I think it's my turn, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then I think I go first.
I think so.
I think
Yeah.
so. Okay.
All right. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, alrighty. Oh wow. Okay. I think that was like the smoothest pack I've ever opened. Okay. All right. For some reason, I'm going to just do that. That's what I'm being called to do. So we're just gonna do it.
I think probably
Yeah.
pulling back a bit.
Is that where you want to go? Okay, yeah. No, I
It
can't
looks like
see
back
it.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11
That's
again.
right. Always getting 11 cards.
Okay. All right.
Okay, ready? Number 1. If you chose number 1, let us know in the comments. He was number 1. Yeah, if you want to get a really cool t-shirt of SpongeBob Bulbasaur crossover, he was number 1. We have that on our website as well under the merch area. All right, number 1. If you chose number 1, this is for you. Oh! Oricorio!
Wow!
Okay. Oricorio X. Salsa dancing. So I'm getting that movement is needed. It's time to move your body and get your fire going. It feels like some of you may feel like you have been more depressed or anxious lately, and it's because there's so much stagnant energy in your body that literally needs to move. It says excited turbo. Yeah, and we even got excited. So it feels like you need to start getting excited about the movement that you're making. And a really great way to do that is by physically moving your body, but also maybe there's some things that you want to accomplish, or maybe you are going through a move and it's time to get excited about it, dance about it, like literally move the excitement through your body so that it doesn't feel like anxiousness. This is also the I'm trying to remember the location. Okay, the yellow one is America, the purple one is Japan, the pink one is Hawaii.
Is that pink?
No, this is the red one.
Oh,
so I think this is like European. No, the pink one is the one that's the hula dancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying this looks pink.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a red one though, which I think is Europe. Like it definitely gives Spanish style.
Salsa.
Yeah, salsa. So some of you may want to actually take up a salsa dance or get some sort of structured dance in your life that can help you move, because maybe you don't like working out. Maybe like running is like, ugh. Maybe lifting weights seems like a task. Like you don't have a lot of motivation to go to the gym. So instead you could find like a dance class, you know, or maybe there's like a salsa night that's not even a structured class that you can just go and learn and things like that. But yeah, it seems like it's time to move the body and move all the excitement in your body.
I was also getting with the orange and yellow energy too. It has to do with sacral chakra, which is the second chakra. It's usually in the reproductive area. It's your creativity, your sensuality, everything that has to do with your creativity, and then your sense of power, which is the solar plexus. It's your belly. So having these two together, right? And dancing kind of does activate that core muscle. So you could do that to right? Dancing helps your creative flow, and then your sense of power by engaging your core and whatever that it is that you're dancing. It doesn't have to be salsa, by the way. It could be any structured dance.
Structured,
Honestly, salsa. Ooh.
Yeah, salsa. My salsa, 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 salsa.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you can just dance with your plushie in your house too.
Yeah.
Like do a YouTube video of salsa. You know, you don't have to go out even.
Yeah, there's tons of YouTube videos. You know, you could do it at the comfort of your own home. You know. All right, and then we're gonna do number 2. I think Celebi wants to pick number 2 here. All right, we have Bunnery here. Ooh, Bunnery. Alrighty, so Bunnery, run around. Bunnery can attack by rolling up its ears and striking with the force created by unrolling them. This attack becomes stronger with training. So, very interesting. Bunnery's kind of dancing in the field. I was getting twirling energy, and if you were part of the guided meditation, it's so funny. I almost said like twirl in the Pokeverse, and I was like, no, I want people to do what they want to do in the Pokeverse, okay? Like, I'm not gonna tell them to twirl there, but if you did feel like twirling, then maybe this message is extra, highlighted for you. Running around, lots of activity here. So 1 and 2 has to do with movement. So running around, maybe it feels like you're running around doing a lot of different things and kind of, doing a lot of different things. Okay, it talks about can attack by rolling its ears and then striking them with force by unrolling them. This attack comes stronger. So what I am getting is at this time, you kind of need to this is very interesting because usually I'm like tune in, listen with your ears, but what I'm getting here for number 2 is you need to kind of not listen at this time. Maybe there's a lot of people who are naysayers, or you have this dream and you're running around trying to do all this stuff and people are telling you different things, and I'm hearing you need to roll your ears, and that's part of your process right now, cutting out, it's mostly cutting out the distractions is what I'm getting. So wearing earbuds and stuff and kind of tuning the world out and being in your own world, figuring out what you need to do, and then when it's ready you could roll your ears out, and that's your attack, right? That's the way that you move forward and run towards your goals. Instead of running around, you need to run. It feels like you're running around. You need to tune out the distractions and then figure out which direction that you want to start running towards with Bunnery. And whatever this is, I definitely feel like springtime. This is a timeless reading, I would say. So whenever you're tuning into this, obviously right now we're filming this in December, so come springtime, I feel like this is when it's going to start picking up. Springtime is renewal, it is bounty. We do see them in a field, and bunny has to do with multiplication, right? So whatever you're going to bring in is going to multiply, and whatever. And I'm getting April maybe, right? That's when, what's the bunny holiday?
Oh, Easter.
Easter.
Yeah, that's April or May.
Okay, yeah. I feel like that time it's really going to be more amplified. You're starting the legwork now, and then come then it's going to be so bountiful.
Actually, I think it's March or April. I don't know, I can't remember.
Whenever Easter is.
Yeah. It's based on a full moon after the spring equinox, so I think it could be in March, or again, the church and their rituals. Okay. Number three, if you chose number 3, let us know in the comments. Let's see who it is. Okay, Boltund, electric run.
We're running.
Yeah, electric run. I just caught this in Pokemon Go. So I feel like for some of you, if you feel like you don't want to get outside and go on a run or even go on a walk, try playing Pokemon Go. If you haven't in a while, or if you do, or you were a casual player, or if you never played it, Pokemon Go is a really great way to motivate yourself to get out of the house. Like, it really works, including with myself. Like, I use it all the time. Like, okay, I gotta swipe my stop today, so let me walk to the park, sort of thing. So it feels like, again, this is a solar plexus card, which has to do with your willpower. So if you feel like your willpower isn't what you want it to be, of like, okay, it doesn't feel like super easy for me to want to go outside and go on a walk and go on a run, use Pokemon Go as a motivational factor. And also for any of you who may have a doggy, use that also as a motivational factor. Maybe even if you're not feeling like it, you can tell your dog like, hey, you want to go on a walk? And then their excitement is going to get you, you know, excited too. And if you don't have a dog, maybe become a dog walker, you know. Either you can do it out of the kindness of your heart for free, or you can do it in the kindness of your heart and your pocket and be a hired dog walker. Because even people who regularly walk their dogs, some of them don't want to do that during the winter because it's colder outside. Some of us are experiencing snow. And again, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're listening to it, dog walking is also always a lucrative thing that you can do. So I feel like you are being called to, more activity. It says it sends electricity through its legs to boost their strength. Running at top speed, it easily breaks 50 miles an hour. Yeah, so for some of you, I feel like this really is about running. So, and even Pokemon Go, like, you know, it can motivate you by wanting to hatch your eggs and things like that. So this is definitely at a higher speed, right? It's talking about 50 miles an hour. So I feel like some of you need to train to speed up when it comes to your jogging or your running. And it's also talking about the strength of its legs. So maybe for some of you, you need to strengthen your legs in general. Maybe you want to tone them up. Maybe you want to beef them up. No matter what it is, it feels like running is really going to help you with that. All right, we have number 4. Interesting, with a lot of this is about exercise.
All right, we have basic steel type energy. Let me get a moment to just...
Which I actually learned, it's steel type Pokemon, but that's actually called metal energy. Yeah, someone taught me that. I never knew.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah, like also, even though this is electric type, this is called lightning energy when you get it on a car. It doesn't make sense to me, but it doesn't matter if it makes sense.
Okay. So, okay, give me a second. So because that's, okay. So there's a lot of running around here and lots of movement energy. So as there is movement, making sure that you are protecting yourself and yeah, so no matter what number you got, and especially this is number 4, or if you just picked number 4, working with different types of metals is going to be important, and figuring out what metals work best with you and not getting cheap metals as well. So maybe this is a message that, like, if you are trying to get something or purchase something or something that has to do with anything, it doesn't have to be metal exactly, but don't take the cheapest way because you're just going to pay double the price down the road. So that's a message for a very specific few. Otherwise, like, working with metals have very specific types of energies, and working with those metals is going to help you at this time, whatever you're trying to bring in. So like copper, like either it's copper, steel, gold, silver, they all have different energetic blueprints. And what I'm getting is whatever you're feeling called towards, like, look it up. Not only the science behind it, but the spiritual essence behind it, because one can be used as a tool for protection. And when I'm hearing like silver and vampires, right? Like, that's how you repel vampires. If you're feeling a lot of vampiric energy, like of people or energies is draining you, then maybe, yeah, working with silver is going to be very beneficial towards you, while gold is a conductor of energy. So if you need to conduct your energy, if you have too much energy, conducting it is going to be very helpful towards you, and you could work with the gold in order to help you achieve what your energy is asking to be pushed towards. So being more intentional with the metals that you're working with. And because this is basic, it's down to the basics. So I'm definitely seeing like the periodic table. So yes, it's the spiritual aspect, but working with the actual elements and going down to the science, going back to the basics of chemistry, biology.
Yeah.
Okay, chemistry.
Chemistry.
Okay. And I'm definitely seeing like science experiments. So maybe some of you are working, having your own hypothesis about whatever it is. I don't know. I'm just seeing like a lab coat, whatever it might be. But anyways, getting down to the basics, getting down to your basics, getting down to the brass. I'm hearing like the brass task of things. And
yeah, that's interesting. And maybe try experimenting. If you wear all silver one day, see what kind of energy you have and other people have towards you. If you wear gold the next day, document it, treat it like a scientist and document those things. I was also hearing that for some of you, you may want to wear or have titanium around you. Titanium is very protective. It has like a bulletproof type energetic to it. So if you're looking for something more protective in a general sense, like silver is good against energy vampires, but it's also a reflector. So if you want something just very, very protective, titanium is a great way to go. And I will also say, if you're interested in purchasing some jewelry from the Spiritual Gym Leaders Zuby works with silver and gold and occasionally surgical steel, right, for the septum piercing. So we use high quality metals in all that we do. So just letting everybody know that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, number 5. Number 5, if you pick number 5, drop a comment below. I'm already getting a message that there's something about like big change that is happening. So if you're going through a big change in your life, this is further confirmation. I'm hearing there's like 2 groups. One of you is going through a death and rebirth transformation, and then another group is going through an evolution. So evolution is a little less painful, I'm going to say, but let's see what wants to come out. Oh yeah, Viper, snake spirit, Viper using excited power. Interesting. So we have excited turbo, excited power. So yeah, I feel like no matter what, whether you're going through the transformation or the evolution, you're going through change right now, and it's time to get excited about that change. And it's snake spirit's Viper. So snake spirit is connected to Scorpius, because it's one of the emanations of Scorpius. And through the snake spirit emanation of Scorpio, it's about understanding your cycles. So when you're in the snake spirit energy, you basically have the ability to transcend the reptilian frequencies that you're experiencing, which can be like needing to get your energy from something else or from someone else. Like it's an energy vampire type of thing. Not saying that you're an energy vampire, but let's say you need to get like love from someone else, or you need to get confirmation from someone else, or praise from someone else, or acceptance from someone else, right? Rather than finding it within. That's the kind of energetic vampire energy that can happen, right? Not all energy vampires is like Colin Robinson, right? It's not all about boring you to death. Some of it is just trying to obtain certain types of energy from others that we're not giving ourselves. So that's the vampiric frequency that you have the ability to ascend, or you go through another cycle of it, which is shedding your skin of the situation, but then you would just end up a bigger, fatter, longer snake. And so now is your opportunity again to ascend through the cycle, and that's how healing is. Like it's an upward spiral. Or are you going to downward spiral and go through the same thing? I will say that the way to ensure that you are ascending is through Ophiuchus. Ophiuchus is connected to Scorpius, and Ophiuchus is the snake grappler. So this is about grappling whatever snake spirit energy that you're moving through and healing it. So there's clearly something that needs to be healed so that you don't just shed your skin and go through the exact same situation again. Okay. And again, it's excited power. So get excited about the power that you have. Like, you have the power to completely transform yourself right now. You get excited about it. Get excited that you can become, I don't want to say a completely different person, but almost a completely different person. Like, of course you're still you, but you can become a better, more aligned version of you, the true you, without these false programs. Let's see what it says. And it's also hollow. It says, its sharpness is it sharpens.
So interesting.
Interesting. Okay, so an alarm just went off. Do you want to?
Oh yeah, it's my oregano oil that I have to stir every day. So, yeah, this is something, Ophiuchus energy, right? It's all about herbalism and having tinctures and stuff to help you. So, needing to stir your medicine every day, and this is your own internal medicine. And also with this, I kept hearing like snake oil salesman as well, so be mindful of that. Like, again, this is coming back to your own power, understanding your evolution. Yes, it's good to get outside help if you need, so if you have some blind spots, but be mindful of people, like, of giving your power to other people to fix this. It's up to you to fix it. Nobody else could fix your problems other than you. They could give you the tools, but you have to use the tools, right? And yeah, oregano oil is really great for, yeah, just a lot of different things. So you could look up the benefits as well, and making sure that, yeah, healing yourself outside of Western medicine.
Yeah, exactly. And again, there's nothing wrong with having like a mentor, for example. It's kind of like oregano oil. It's like you can meet someone who makes those types of things, right? Like, anytime we feel like maybe we're feeling a little under the weather, fire cider and oregano oil, and we're good, and you know, we stay fine. It doesn't mean that you have to be making fire cider and oregano oil. It means that you have to actually intake it, right? And also understand and like believe that it works, if that makes sense. Like, you can't take a pill even and think it's not gonna work.
Yeah, that's what I was getting with the snake oil salesman, is like thinking that if you take this pill, your life is going to be better, or it's going to work if you're still living the lifestyle that caused you sickness to begin with. That's kind of not how that works. If you want to heal from your ailments, you have to change your lifestyle or what caused you that pain. The pill can work to an extent, but you need to change what caused the pain to begin with. Does that?
It's the root, the root of the issue. You have to heal the root of the issue. And that is all about Ophiuchus. It actually heals. It doesn't. Yes, we're in Ophiuchus season right now. We're recording this on December 2nd of calendar year 2025. And that's the whole aspect of ascending, is actually healing it and not just like masking symptoms or, you know, quick fixes or whatever. It's really doing the internal work necessary so that it reflects in the outer. It says, it sharpens its sword-like tail on hard rocks. It hides in tall grass and strikes unweary prey with venomous fangs. Yeah, so I feel like right now you need to kind of be a little bit hard on yourself, but in a nice way. It's talking about sharpening the tail on hard rocks. So it feels like the tail that you've been telling yourself, you need to be a little bit sharper with yourself and a little bit harder on yourself. Like, maybe you've been giving yourself a little bit too much grace, and if you give yourself that same amount of grace, you're gonna stay in the same cycle, because you're like placating yourself. Basically, you're making excuses for yourself. Like, for example, maybe you notice there's a certain behavior, like maybe you're a liar all the time, and you just make excuse like, oh, well, you know, I didn't want to hurt their feelings, or I didn't want them to feel bad, or this. But it's like, no, you need to be sharp with yourself and hard on yourself and say, like, you have a problem with being a liar. You need to have integrity with your word. Your words should be your law. You know, like, understand that the person that you want to become has integrity. When you speak, people believe you and trust you because they know your word is your verbal contract. They trust what you say because what you say is true, right? If you're a liar all the time, then people should not trust you. So you need to be a little bit, harder on yourself right now. And it talks about how it hides in tall grass and strikes unwary prey with venomous fangs. So again, this is transmuting poison energy. So it feels like if you keep hiding from yourself, you're just going to poison yourself, even if you don't notice, right? It's like sometimes we self-sabotage without actually knowing through many different programs that are running. But if you're not hard on yourself and you're not sharper with yourself, and you let your own shadow, your own dark energy try to hide, it's just gonna bite you, and you're gonna have poison in you, and you're gonna have to transmute that poison into medicine.
And also, it's more dangerous to cut with a dull knife than it is with a sharp knife.
Yeah.
So that's why you need to sharpen it, because it's dangerous what you're doing. You're dulling yourself, and therefore it's more dangerous. So you need to sharpen yourself, sharpen your wits, and sharpen your wits about you.
Yeah, your words.
Uh-huh.
Because knives are also like swords, and sword is air energy. In tarot, it's associated with word and mindset and speech.
And you know what they say, that the pen is mightier than the sword. And again, like your writing is the same thing as your word, right? Because when you're writing, you're thinking, and it's a different form of speech. All right, that was 5?
Yeah.
Okay, number 6. I'm getting this. All right. Bronzong. Okay. All right,
Interesting.
we have Bronzong. Bronzong. It's very interesting because its hands have like an aura around it. So maybe for some of you, if you did pick number, was this 4? I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you picked 4 and then you picked 6, these are interconnected. As you could see, it's metal. Right?
Yeah, I remember
Metal?
you saying bronze, I think, right? Or no, I think you said copper. But
I think so, but I was
yeah.
all of
them.
Yeah. So yeah, it feels very ancient, right? Because we have bronzer doesn't know if it's like, they don't know if bronzer came first or from an ancient tomb. Right, yeah, I think that's the Pokédex. It's like they didn't know what came first.
They said like they found ancient runes shaped like bronzer. It's unknown if they're related.
Okay, there you go. So this feels very, very ancient. This gives very much ancient technology, ancient tech as well coming online. Yeah, and the ancient technology has to do with healing. That's what it was used for, or at least what it was supposed to be used for. I'm definitely getting like a lot of Mayan energy from here. And it says, in ages past, this Pokemon was reversed as a bringer of rain. Okay, yeah, like the rain gods and okay. It was found buried in the ground. Oh, okay, so maybe there's going to be some ancient ruins that's coming to start, like collectively speaking. Maybe they're going to discover something, maybe in the Mayan. They're just going to be discovering something, so keep your eyes, peeled for that. Whether it's that civilization or just any ancient civilization from anywhere around the world, but I was definitely picking up more on that region. Maybe you have ancestry from that region or in the Americas, right? Because they're all connected within the Americas. It has to do with rain. So it talked about it was a bringer of rain. Rain has to do with cleansing, clearing, fertility as well. A lot of people don't know that. And yeah, so there's going to be a lot of healing energy. Maybe it's your own internal rain, or maybe working with rain is going to be very important. Maybe it's going to rain and you just want to step outside and kind of like allow it to cleanse and bathe you. I'm also getting like Aquarian energy because it's like the bearer of water. Its words are specifically bringer of rain. So yeah, this rain energy, I think you need to have a release and like just like have a nice cry, but yeah, and I definitely feel like your hands are going to be more active. You're going to start feeling energy pulsate from your hands and work with that. Figure that out. Figure your power. I feel like your hands are very healing. We could work one-on-one if you are feeling this. I'm a energy worker, and I can offer one-on-one mentorship of how to use your hands in healing sessions for yourself, or understanding the activation of your heart chakra, your hand chakras, hands and heart, right? Hands, heart. But yeah, very interesting. Yeah, very ancient. Maybe you're an ancient tech person. And yeah, this is definitely giving like, yeah.
I was also getting like Brazong's kind of shaped like a bell. And so, I'm not sure if any of you have seen, you know, pictures from antiquity of when all the bells were told to be rounded up and destroyed. Because bells used to be a cleansing tool that would literally cleanse the energy of entire cities. And so you may be called to work with bells or like sound tools in order to cleanse frequencies.
You can bring the bell.
Bring it. Okay, so 7, right?
Yes.
Number 7. If you chose number 7, drop a comment and let us know. We have Lotad using headbutt. Lotad using headbutt. So already I'm getting that there is something unfolding with the lotus flower here, and you are headbutting against it, mainly because of something that is happening in your heart. So it might be your feeling center, how your heart is reacting to something. It feels like I'm hearing like you feel kind of like, right, lotus energy grows in a swamp. And so it kind of feels like your heart chakra has lowered a bit. Oh, hey, Juniper. Okay, you chose 7. Okay. So it feels like your heart chakra lowered a bit, and that's why you're headbutting against it for some reason. Like, look at Lotad. He looks very neutral, I would say, but a little bit on the melancholy end as he's chilling with all these lotuses. So it kind of feels like it feels like a little bit of a lower vibration in the heart chakra of like, oh, this is what's unfolding. Like, that's the way that it feels of like, oh, like I know that this has to happen, but like, oh. It says the leaf on its head is naturally dirt repellent and will stay clean even after transporting Pokemon that are covered in mud. Interesting. I just had a dream like very similar to this. So yeah, it's talking about how it's naturally dirt repellent and it will stay clean even transporting Pokemon with mud. So again, it feels like right now you may be helping somebody or dealing with someone who has like mud on them in some sort of way, and you're helping transport them to somewhere else. And it feels like, don't worry, you're not going to get dirty from this. It feels like maybe you're a little bit kind of like, ugh, about things, but know that you're going to come out on the other side squeaky clean. Like, you're going to be completely fine. Again, there may be some discontent. I think that's the word I was looking for before. It's like, I don't want to say melancholy because it's not really that way, but yeah, discontent with it. But just know that as you get from one side to the other, you're going to be completely, yeah, fine and clean. And it's talking about the leaf on its head that's naturally dirt repellent. So I also feel like this is part of a crown chakra activation that you're going through, is that like anything that brings like dirtiness to your world, mind, crown, this is part of ensuring that your crown stays clean. I guess if that's the way to put it.
All right, we're going to do number 8. All right, we have Wigglytuff. Ooh, round. Ooh. All right, Wigglytuff. And it has musical notes around it, so maybe music. It's right next to Orencino here, so listening to music, playing music, and just getting into that rhythmic flow. Maybe music theories coming to mind and understanding more about how hurts might hurt you. There's certain hurts that can cause a lot of denser energies, right? And it's purposeful, and understanding that yeah, like listening to different music might be what you're called to, just exploring. I feel like that's like exploring different types of music, different sound frequencies, different melodies, different tunes, and see how you feel about it, right? Just seeing how you feel. It says round. It has a very fine fur. Take care not to make it, very interesting phrasing. It has a very fine fur. Take care not to make it angry, or it may inflate steadily and hit with a body slam.
Okay, Wigglytuff.
So it has very fine fur. So it's very interesting because like I was getting two different fines here. Like it has very fine, like, ooh, it's so fine, like your fur is fine, and then very fine, like meaning your hair is fine, as in like it's very thin. So there's two people here. So it's either taking care of your hair to make it fine, or like fine as in like it's thinning, or it's just like very thin. So if you are on the thin side, you can always take care of your hair, and there's natural remedies like rosemary, head oiling, hanging upside down to get blood flow, circulation, and scalp massages to help your hair become more fine. Okay, more fine. And it says here, yeah, take care not to make it angry. That's such a weird phrase, take care. Obviously, like taking care that either you or this person doesn't get angry, because then it may inflate and then body slam you. I definitely feel like this might just be, again, these are general messages, whether you're the Wigglytuff, right, and people around you need to take care of you so you don't body slam into other people, or vice versa. Maybe there's a Wigglytuff around you that you need to take care of so it doesn't body slam you. I'm also getting an image of someone with a big dog and then it body slams you. So if your dog does do that and body slams you, you know, it's trying to get your attention, and specifically for something. It needs more TLC or taken care of. So making sure that you pay attention to your pets and animals, and if they are at least putting their weight on you. It doesn't have to be a big dog. It could be any animal. If they put their weight on you, they need something from you. So, and they need to be taken care of because they might be feeling angry that they're not getting the attention that they need, or they're trying to communicate something with you, whether it's food or even the stuff that you're listening to. There might be, because again, animals are very sensitive to sound. So if you are listening to something and they're like whining or complaining or whatever it might be, like they're trying to tell you, hey, like I can't listen to this, okay? Especially if you got the bunnery here too, this just might be like a further extension, yeah, of this.
Okay. Number 9. Number 9. Ooh, jumbo ice cream.
Yeah.
Jumbo ice cream. Okay. So okay, yeah, the message is very clear. So some of you need to get control of your sweet tooth, your sugar consumption. And I feel like, you know, there's nothing wrong with treating yourself to treats every once in a while, but it feels like you're going overboard. Like instead of getting the ice cream cone, you're getting the jumbo ice cream cone. Instead of having one helping, you're having 2 or 3 helping. So it really feels like you need to pull it back because it just feels like an over consumption of sweets. And maybe also, I'm hearing for some of you, there's someone that you share sweets with, so you're like, oh, I'll get the biggest one because they might want some, and then like they end up not wanting some, and then you use that as an excuse of like, oh, well, I better eat the whole thing. So yeah, time to get a grapple on that. It feels like a very straightforward, clear, and short message.
Yeah, especially if you got Survivor. Again, this is just all connecting. Doesn't matter if you got it or not, just a continuation of that is, yeah, not having that much grace for yourself and understanding like you need to be your own adult here, and your own parents as well. So again, it's okay to have 1 scoop, and if you want 2 scoops, like ask yourself, like, why do I want this second scoop? Like, what is it going to do for me if I eat the second scoop? And having a little bit more self-control, a little bit more discipline with yourself, and, you know, Okay.
Say it.
No, it's like that phrase. I don't know. There's this like video that I saw that kind of stuck with me. That's like this like content creator who is a fitness coach and was like, "You're not a dog. Why are you rewarding yourself with food? Why are you rewarding yourself with treats? You're not a dog." And I'm like, dang, okay, like,
Yeah.
So if you reward yourself with food, understand like where your food programming is coming from and working on that, because food is also a drug. So even if you're not if you are not a
straight edge
person,
sugar.
you're still, this is still an addictive quality or addictive personality as well with food. So,
and as they say, sugar is the poor man's cocaine.
Chick-fil-A has all three poor man cocaine there.
Yeah. And again, it's not just sweet treats. Look at things that have synthetic sugars in them, like Chick-fil-A, right? You wouldn't say, oh, I had 2 Chick-fil-A sandwiches, I have a sugar addiction. But if you look at the ingredients, yes, you fucking do.
And McDonald's puts sugar
on
their fries. Again, they put things that are addictive to hook you and reel you in. So again, you can have the sweet treats just when you go against what you said, like, oh, I'm gonna have 1 scoop, and you want to go for another. You're betraying yourself, right? So stop betraying yourself. If you're gonna say something, then do it, but actually sit with yourself and what seems reasonable. If you eat, like, this is so extreme, like 10 scoops of ice cream a day, right? It's going to be like crazy if you say, I'm gonna have only 1. Like, you know, it's kind of like weaning it off. Like, okay, maybe I'll do 8. And then once you get used to that, all right, I'm gonna do 7, 6, and then you'll slowly but surely get there. But sometimes you can do that big jump, but be realistic with yourself, right? You don't say that, because when you go against like, okay, 10 to 1 the next day, and then you betray yourself, you're in that loop, and then you want to self-soothe by eating 11 scoops,
exactly.
Right? So
your body will go into shock. It's the same thing with like an alcoholic. They even say like you should never quit alcohol cold turkey, because your body can literally get pickled. Your brain can get pickled. So it's about weaning yourself off. And again, that's the healthiest way to quit most things, I'll say. And that's also part of what came through with Survivor as well, because it's not just the lying to other people, right? It's the lies to yourself. Like, you have to teach your own body that you're a trustworthy person. If you're saying, oh, I'm only gonna eat 1 scoop of ice cream, and then you eat 10, you're telling your body, I want to betray you. You deserve to be betrayed. And then what happens? Your body causes dis-ease, because it wants to get your attention, like, hey, don't betray me anymore. So definitely connected. Yeah.
All right, and then we have 10. All right, APOM. Okay, reverse hollow, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Look at me getting all the names right. Okay, APOM. Astonish. Ooh, there's a lot of like excited energy, and then like astonished, right? As we're coming to the end of this, like being astonished because you're feeling the energies, you're working through it, you're getting excited. And you know, yes, it's like getting excited about the changes, and then also getting excited, like even though there's a lot of changes that feel very uncomfortable probably, but you know, that's where real growth happens, right? You don't grow in your comfort zone. You push yourself out of your comfort zone, and that's how you grow. So then afterwards, you're gonna feel very astonished, and it's right next to the metal energy here, and it literally looks like silver, or like, you know, like silvery energy. Not like rainbow, this is like silver. So again, more metals involved here. And it looks like it's at a resort almost. There's what is it called, palm trees, and there's like buildings there, so maybe there's a vacation. Ooh, you know, going through all this and being rewarded with the vacation and being astonished by it. And it says it lives atop tall trees. When leaping from branch to branch, it deftly uses its tail to balance. So finding balance is going to be very, very important for you, especially again, like moving from tree to tree. Trees are very grounded, very rooted, but again, there's a lot of uprooting energy, moving around, getting from like one place to the next, and figuring out exactly like the balance between grounding and being rooted, and then also like moving as well. So yeah, I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of movement, a lot of bouncing around, and balancing as well. So like lots of balance. And I definitely, usually when I get APOM, it reminds me of the Hangman and Tarot, but it's not hanging off of a tree or anything. But I feel like Hangman is kind of just like hanging, observing options and figuring out which way to go. Or sometimes it's like there's a dead end and it's like, where do I go? I feel like that energy is now moving for you, and you're going to understand now like where to move, and things are going to start moving like very quickly. You're going to be able to like move, and that's where that balance has to come into place, because there's going to be a lot of just like either physical movement, energy movement, business movements, everything is going to be moving. And while all these things are happening for you, balancing it, right? Having a good work-life balance, having a good balance between yourself and others. Just lots of balancing here is what I'm getting.
Okay, and number 11. I'll put it here. Number 11. If you chose number 11, let us know in the comments. Let's see. Swinub. Swinub using Stampede. So I feel like for some of you, it's very interesting. I'm getting that your emotions may try to stampede you, so there can be a lot of emotional energy. And if you notice, Swinub is known for like not having its eyes open. So I feel like this energy, it kind of feels like, how do I want to put this? Okay. Because you can't see something clearly, either like what's happening next, or maybe you have like questions about certain thing and you can't see, it makes your emotions stampede. So it feels like very, very intense. And it's interesting, Swinub's also on the stairs, and there's like brick energy. So I feel like there's an aspect of like, with the stairs, it feels like there's squaring energy probably in your natal chart with certain planets right now, and you may want to look at those planets so that way you can see where that tension is coming from, so that you can overcome these hurdles, because it feels like you're kind of at the bottom of the stairs and you need to walk up the stairs. But again, you need to learn how to overcome these squares. And if you need help with that, you can reach out to me, because I'm a master astrologist, so I can help you with that. And with the brick energy, I feel like grounding is very important to get more solid. Okay. It says, it searches for food by digging into the ground with its snout. Even frozen ground doesn't give it any trouble. And it's called the pig Pokemon. Yeah, so for some of you, this could be your eating habits, consumption habits. It's talking about digging into the ground, and even when the ground is frozen, it doesn't have a problem getting into the ground and search for food. So it feels like even when maybe you're not moving as much in the winter, you still have no problem consuming the same amount of food. Even when your emotions are frozen and you're being emotionally stampeded and you can't see things properly, it feels like when you get emotionally overwhelmed, or even when your emotional body's frozen, you're still just consuming. So it feels like part of that, again, can be related to this dark type energy of really needing to be a little bit harder on yourself and a little bit sharper with yourself, so that you're not just sitting at the bottom of these stairs, because you're not a pig, like you're meant to evolve. And yeah, I definitely feel like getting a hold on your eating habits is really, really important here.
Or the year of the pig, or who was born on.
Oh yeah, you could be born in the year of the pig. So that obviously would be a common shadow that people born in the year of the pig would undergo.
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting because when you were reading it and it said brick, I was like, she's a brick house. And then I see bricks here.
Yeah. She's mighty. She's letting it all hang out.
Well, thank you for staying to the very end.
Yes, thank you. We hope you enjoyed this Pokemoncy pack opening. Again, let us know in the comments which numbers that you picked and how it resonated and how it goes for you over the next month or so.
And share this with any other Pokemon trainers in your life that would like to experience the magical, wonderful world of Pokemon.
That's right. And again, make sure you go to thespiritualgymleaders.com to book your personal reading, as well as get a multitude of goodies that we offer for yourself or for other Pokemon trainers in your life.
Alola!
Alola!